Today, we are going to talk about the key concepts of learning and memory and how they can be applied in the classroom. These concepts are deep processing, deliberate practice, dual coding, chunking, and building association. First, let's talk about deep processing. Deep processing refers to the idea that information is better remembered and understood when it is processed in a meaningful way. In other words, simply memorizing information is not enough. To truly understand the material, you need to engage with it in a deeper way. In the classroom, this can be done by encouraging students to think critically about the material and make connections between related concepts. Next, let's talk about deliberate practice. Deliberate practice refers to the idea that to improve at something, you need to practice it in a deliberate and focused way. In the classroom, this can be done by giving students opportunities to practice recalling information and using their knowledge in meaningful ways. For example, you can create quizzes and interactive games that require students to recall information and use their knowledge. Third, let's talk about dual coding. Dual coding refers to the idea that information is better remembered when it is represented in both visual and verbal form. In the classroom, this can be done by presenting information in both a visual and textual format. For example, you can create mind maps that visually represent information and help students make connections between related concepts. Fourth, let's talk about chunking. Chunking refers to the idea that information is easier to understand and remember when it is broken down into smaller, more manageable chunks. In the classroom, this can be done by presenting information in a step-by-step format rather than all at once. This can help reduce cognitive load and make the information easier to understand and remember. Finally, let's talk about building association. Building association refers to the idea that information is better remembered when it is connected to other related information. In the classroom, this can be done by encouraging students to make connections between related concepts and organize information in a meaningful way. For example, you can create mind maps that visually represent the connections between related concepts. In conclusion, these 5 key concepts of learning and memory can be applied in the classroom to help students engage with the material in a deeper way, practice recalling information, and make connections between related concepts. By incorporating these concepts into your teaching, you can help your students better understand and remember the material. Thank you for your attention.